Quick good morning, yeah? My question is, will you be in London for the biggest carol service this country's seen? And do you know what? This is the first year. We shouldn't have to put this on. There should be a Christmas carol service. There should be a massive Christmas event put on by our government. Did you see Poland's this year? Did you see Poland's Christmas market switch on? All the lights all lit in the colours of their country, the celebration, everyone in their capital city coming out for it. We want that, yeah? Well, this is the first year we're going to organise it within 4 weeks, unite the kingdom, put the Christ back into Christmas. Let's start focusing on our days. It's the first year. Wait till next year, the year after. We're going to do it every year. People will end up travelling from around the globe to our Christmas event. Guaranteed, yeah? This is the first year. Please come along. It's not a protest. It's not against anything. It's literally a celebration of Christ, a celebration of Christmas, a celebration of Christianity. Music, gospel bands, musicians, opera singers. We are going to have it all. It's going to be a beautiful few hours to come together with your brothers and sisters to celebrate Christ. It's on the 13th of December. It's going to start about 2 o'clock, central London, probably around Whitehall, still agreeing the exact location with the police. But again, we're not protesting against anything. It's literally a celebration. Bible readings, music, celebration, beauty. It's going to be beautiful. Make your plans. Please come along. If you can, support it. Is it UTK Christmas? We're going to have a beautiful stage set up. Beautiful. It's going to look beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to feel beautiful. So make sure you're there, yeah? And again, this is the first one. And we as a country and as a community need to focus on our important days. Christmas, Easter this year. We need a parade, okay? They've stopped it. Our government has stopped everything. Everything's been cut back across the country. So we need to fill that space. And then they'll want to take it back from us. But they're not going to be able to. We the people for the people. First Christmas event this year. Make sure you're there. 13th of December. Start about 2 o'clock. I look forward to seeing you all. I'll be there celebrating, peacefully enjoying Christmas with some beautiful Christmas carols.
Tommy Robinson has framed his Christmas event as a cultural and religious revival rather than a political demonstration. Yet, the language he employs clearly taps into wider social grievances. By contrasting Britain's modest public celebrations with Poland's grand, state-organised festivities, Robinson portrays the UK as a nation that has drifted from its traditions and cultural identity. His repeated emphasis on putting Christ back into Christmas, uniting the kingdom, and countering government cutbacks is carefully calibrated to resonate with those who feel national customs are being neglected or actively sidelined. The insistence that this is not a protest is strategic. Robinson seeks to distance the event from the political controversies surrounding his name, while still appealing to supporters who see themselves as resisting cultural decline. Moreover, his promise to turn the gathering into an annual spectacle, potentially attracting international visitors, adds a populist dimension, signalling the early stages of movement building. At its core, the message blends nostalgia, frustration, and grassroots mobilization, presenting the event as both a celebration and a subtle challenge to institutions perceived as abandoning traditional values. Regardless of one's opinion on his framing, the speech demonstrates how cultural events can be leveraged to galvanize a political base without explicitly branding the gathering as a political protest.
Good morning, Eamon. How are you?
Well, I'd be okay, but if I was sitting thinking about preparing Christmas dinner, I wouldn't be okay, Sam. That's the thing. I would be stressed, and Ellie was saying it's about timings and everything, being ready at the right time, and she's absolutely right. And that's why, left to my own devices at my old age that I'm in now, I would just go to a restaurant or a hotel. That would be me.
Yeah, no, it is stressful, but you know, Christmas is the most important cooking day of the year, and you know, Christmas isn't great just for the presents and the family. The food is a really important part. So I'm here kind of teaming up with Lyles to try and give people some tips and tricks to try and make sure they make a better Christmas dinner and maybe one which is a little more stress-free.
Come on then, Sam, what are your tips? So we're hearing there that 77% of people start their prep the night before. Is that something that you would advise? What things and what elements of the Christmas dinner can we do ahead of time to try and ease the stress?
Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea. I always I even get my Christmas dinner prepped even before Christmas Eve. It's kind of a 3-day kind of project for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, the things you can do on Christmas Eve, you can parboil your roast potatoes, you can make your cauliflower cheese, you can make your mulled wine red cabbage. So there's loads of things you can do beforehand, meaning that on the day for Christmas you can spend more time with your family and kind of enjoying your day.
Sam, what we always did on Christmas Eve, handed down by my parents, was prepare the ham on Christmas Eve, and the house would have a lovely smell about it. You know, that the ham would be done, it'd be ready to be carved then. That was that bit out of the way. Would you be in favour of that, or would it be dry and hard for you, or what way would you see it?
No, I think that's a great idea. And I think what you need to remember is when you even marinate things overnight, I always feel like thyme is sometimes the best ingredient. And when you leave food overnight, it kind of absorbs a bit more flavour. And, you know, how often have we said, you know, a curry's better than the next day? So
true.
You know, prepping the day before is not going to necessarily hinder the quality of the food. Improve it, and it's also going to make your life a bit more easier as well.
Now, you talk about flavour there and the ham, and don't ask me how or why, but my father always did this, and he would pour Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola gammon's really good. Is that what you're going to say?
Over the ham, yeah.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's like a nice glaze.
Yeah, no, and I think with ham especially is cooking is really a science, and it's really a balance of flavour. So obviously, gammon being quite salty, you need something quite sweet to kind of balance it out. So things like Coca-Cola, honey, golden syrup are all things that pair really nicely with ham. And I mean, Christmas is a day for not holding back. I mean, in our household especially, we make sure that we do all the trimmings and all the sauces and all the just all the bells and whistles. So we have about 15 things on display, and another good tip for me is that we just kind of put it all down on the table and we let people help themselves, because not everyone loves Brussels sprouts and not everyone loves red cabbage. So we kind of let the guests kind of enjoy themselves, because after you've gone through the rigmarole of cooking, the last thing you want to do is sometimes plate up 15 plates. So just, you know, let the guests help themselves and get to eating.
That's a really good tip. So the thing that stresses me out, Sam, is the timing. So as you were just describing there, there's lots of different elements. So you were talking about 15 there. How do you ensure that everything comes together at the right time? And how do you keep everything hot? That's the thing that really causes me a headache on Christmas Day.
Well, I think it would be impossible to try and time everything to perfection. I think if you're waiting for your roast potatoes to go golden, the cauliflower cheese to get melted, and, you know, whilst the kind of turkey's resting on the side, it is going to be really impossible, and it's going to be juggling like 15 plates. So what I tend to do is kind of get everything cooked to perfection beforehand, maybe about half an hour before, and then about 10 minutes before we serve up the food, kind of run it through a nice hot oven, just so everything's cooked perfectly and everything's hot, ready for service.